Peace, peace, peace. Peace, man. It's your brother Obafemi. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, man. Be honest. Yo, so peace, Black Power, free the land, race first, Abibi for Hodier, to all my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all know what it is. It's brother Obafemi Kensie Delele. Tapping in with you, man, just to share some words of encouragement, some information that you can use on your journey. So tell the truth. Walk in your truth. So the premise behind that, man, we're just thinking about I'm out here in Charleston, South Carolina, and Charleston, South Carolina has an extensive history, especially relating to African people, enslavement of our African ancestors, resistance, runaways, civil rights, a lot of history here. There are different ways that the history has been preserved out here, and you're able to interact with it. But in the backdrop of that, of course, I ain't been through every street and every neighborhood in Charleston, but I see some commonalities, as it with most places where you find concentrations of Black people. Yeah, a lot of our people are living in despair. And it's as if the crimes that were perpetuated upon our people haven't affected the people and still affect the people today. And there are people who are living today who have benefited from the kidnap, capture, and enslavement and plantation life situations that some of our ancestors had to endure. And their families benefited, and ours took the short end of the stick. So, how do you live in your truth when you know this type of information and you know what's been done? We've been socialized to forget, to forgive, to turn the other cheek to today's issues and problems, and just go along to try to get along, make as much money as you can, and hopefully that'll soften the damage or the impact of this parasitic system that we live in. Imperialism, capitalism, racism, white male chauvinistic, white male patriarchal, white supremacist, white terror domination type of system. How do we go forward and live in our truth? How do we create safe, liberated spaces for us to be who we are authentically? As I travel in the islands, I've done spent some time out on James Island. I spent some time out on John's Island. I talked to some of the elders out there, and yeah, man. I mean, it's very clear cut of what has happened and what continues to happen. And some of us have fought. Some of us are fighting And some of us will not fight. The fight has been zapped from some of us. And there's different ways to fight. There's different ways to overcome. There's different ways to deal with it. And some of the ways that we deal with the situations we find ourselves in a lot of times are detrimental to our overall collective survival. So again, how do we walk in our truth with knowing the history, knowing what has happened and what continues to happen? How do we take action today to create a better situation? Those are some of the questions that we must ask ourselves. And what type of world do we want our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren to inherit? You need to get on the right side of history. You need to get on the right side of history. And I say that because we all have a choice and a decision to make. And I've made my decision, how I choose to live my life. I don't want to lead off with this, but I do make mistakes. I'm working on my EY, my character, daily. And I make mistakes. There are things that I'm still working to develop within myself. There's things I'm working to eradicate from myself. We have to learn how to love ourselves more than the hate that's been placed up on us. We have to learn to love ourselves more than other folks hate us. And you can say, well, they don't really hate us. Nobody hates us. Nobody thinking about us. You can move how you want to move, but the history and the current climate, dictates to me of how I move. So I'm not a college educated researcher. I didn't go to school to learn the art of research. I think I fare pretty decent. I do have elders. Elders have given me some serious tools to work with, and I've put them to use. And also get some updated information as well and analyze situations, so I make my best judgment call based on my experiences, my knowledge and wisdom that I gained, the knowledge and wisdom of my ancestors, my own intuition, and how spirit and the ancestors guide me to move. So I'm moving in accordance to that. It's an ancestral mandate that I do what I'm doing because I've done this before as other ancestors. I'm doing the work, and I have much more work to do. So I'm walking in my truth, and that truth is constantly unfolding. So I'm unfolding layers of myself to dig deeper within to be more authentically who I am as an African man living in a cultural cesspool. As our great ancestor Kamal Kambon said, we living under the cesspoolian people. How do we create these liberated spaces? The goal is African sovereignty for our people, wherever we may be. But we understand what's at stake, what lands are up at stake. And so, yeah, we got to fight. There ain't no way around it. We have to fight. So walk in your truth. Don't be misled and misguided by things that take you away from seeing the bigger picture. Walk in your truth. All right? Wherever that might lead you, walk in your truth. All right? So peace and blessings, man. I'm Obafemi. About to get some more work done, y'all. So tap in with me soon. All right? A BB for Hodier race first. Peace.